What's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Chop It Up, the weekly show that we do every Tuesday here, 5:30 Arizona time, 7:30 Central, and then wherever else you are, figure it out. My name is Kevin. I'm here in Phoenix, where I ain't got nothing to say. It's hot. All right. And I'm gonna let the guys introduce themselves, and then we'll jump into today's topic. I know everybody's kind of sharing as you're coming in. Like, share, hit the subscribe button, all those fun things. All right, Tori, jump it off. You do it most of the time.
All right. Tori Watkins, Oklahoma City. Thank God it's not as hot as where Kev is, so I'm a happy camper. And just air fried some catfish for the first time tonight, and it was delicious. That's all I gotta say. It was delicious. I was kind of leery, but it turned out great. I'll have to share it later. Derek, what you got?
Derek Sire here in Oklahoma City. Shout out to everybody who still call A shirts wife beaters.
I hate that term, man.
Hey, everybody. This is Darian from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Happy to be here.
All right. So if you are just now checking out Chop It Up, we do this every Tuesday. Cover a whole bunch of topics, cover a bunch of stuff. We have fun, we get serious, but it's always good conversation. One thing to make you aware of, everything that's said, off the dome, off the top, true feelings. You might get feelings hurt. I know, and with our topic today, it's going to be some hurt feelings. I'm expecting some backlash off of this one. All right. So, today's topic. Y'all ready, Phyllis? Today's topic is...
Man, don't let it be nothing crazy, man.
Is one gotta go.
See, last time we were sending people to hell last time.
Yep. One gotta go. All right. So the way this works, we're gonna do female, because we did fellas last time. We're gonna do female R&B singers and female gospel / prophetic singers. We'll start off with the ladies in the gospel industry. All right.
Oh, I thought you was gonna put them in the same one.
Nah, we.
We can't have Israel going up against Michael Jackson and still getting bounced in purgatory. We can't have that.
All right, my bad. Let's go.
That's all right. So, let's do. So I'm gonna let you guys choose the category. All right, or as far as, because I got two sets of women in the gospel realm. So I'm gonna let you choose which one we want to go with. There's some overlap, all right? First one, I got Group A, we got Tasha Cobbs, Mary. I know they're
Wait, which group is this?
This is gospel female.
Okay.
Tasha Cobbs, Mary, Kierra Sheard, Tamela Mann. And yes, I know Mary is not a single, they're a group. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's option one.
That's option A. All right.
Okay.
Option B, you got Shayna Wilson, Tasha Cobbs, Psalmist Rain, Kierra Sheard.
Option A.
Okay.
And the reason because I don't know what everybody listens to. So I wanted to kind of.
Let's go option A.
Option A. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, option A, because I don't know much about some of the ones in the other options.
Okay, so that'll work. All right, so, and now, because me and Tori chopped it up a little on this before, so I left out names like CeCe Winans, Yolanda Adams. I left them out. They have emeritus status. They are not in danger of being to hell, according to Derek, all right? They are safe and secure.
Let's talk about them. Let's get them out of here.
All right?
Does Darian think different on that one?
Huh?
Do you think differently on that?
We had what we have on the guys. We had Israel, Fred. We had the classics. We had the guys.
I don't know that we went back like
we didn't do Andre Crouch. And
we didn't add.
But what I'm saying is the same level. We are eliminating the ladies, giving them pass
He got a point.
Well, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. I didn't want to pull in CeCe and Yolanda also because they haven't really put out a whole lot in the last 5 years or so.
25 years.
Neither of them.
Fred hasn't either.
Fred's been putting stuff out. Fred's still active.
Fred got a new album out.
Oh wow. Y'all pray for
Fred
me.
put something out with Kanye.
Yeah,
Fred was on Kanye's album.
That don't count.
But Fred's still been active. Kirk is always going to be active.
That's the most people that heard Fred in the last 10 years on Kanye's album.
Man, and it was good. What he did with Kanye was good, but that don't count. That's guest artistry. That'd be the same thing with Snoop's album. You know, everybody was on that one. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Come on.
So I think with that said, we still got a nice lineup just for argument's sake.
I agree.
So we got Kierra Sheard, Mary, Tasha Cobbs, and who else?
Tamela Mann.
Ooh, and one of them got to go?
One of them got to go. All right, so
I could tell you first off who cannot take me to the king is Tamela Mann. So she got. If we eliminate one off the jump,
you're doing it backwards, man. We got who you saving first? Who's your first save?
You got to save first.
That's my bad. All right, so y'all know where I'm going.
The gun quick.
Spoiler alert already.
I'm gonna save. Wait, say it again.
Tasha Cobbs.
See, you done messed up already.
No, I want to make sure.
Kierra Sheard, Tamela Mann.
I'm gonna go ahead and save Tasha Cobbs.
All right. Tasha safe on your list. D, who you got? Who you saving?
Who am I saving?
Saving.
Yeah, saving.
He knows my name. He knows my name.
I'm gonna save Tasha. Out of that list, I think she's contributed more than the rest. Derek, you're killing me.
Come on. Tasha's gonna take you in.
Interceding already.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep Tasha.
All right, so we got Kierra Sheard, right?
Yep. No, not Karen. Not Karen.
No,
Kierra, the daughter.
Baby girl.
I said Kierra.
Oh, you threw a Clark in there. I was like, she ain't a Clark.
Oh, no, that's right. She ain't a Clark. So Kierra Sheard, Mary, Tamela Mann, and Tasha Cobbs.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, who am I saving? I'm saving Tasha Cobbs.
All right, unanimous.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna round it out.
Kev's got something different. Okay,
I'm gonna round it out. Tasha Cobbs being saved.
All right.
Tasha Cobbs is in there.
All right.
Round 2. So now everybody has on their list Mary, Kierra Sheard, and Tamela Mann. And if you're watching, go ahead and put in the comments to let us know who you saving off the top 2. This is interactive. If you want to save somebody, put it in there. We want to see who you saving if you're watching.
Man, I got folks already cutting.
Hopefully we all cutting the same person.
I got folks starting off.
It's like a bad round of spades, bro. Somebody cut them off already.
Like, Dave, all right, you ain't got no diamonds.
Reverse order. So Kev, you up.
All right. So my next save is going to be Mary.
Why?
What they've done, there are some songs that they've done that I don't think that we could do without. Now, they're not worship, true, but they're just strict gospel, fun, something to cruise to, what have you. So I'm going to say Mary. In spite of their actual individual, who they are, and some of the stuff going on with them, in spite of that, the singers, Mary, the group, I'm going to save them.
All right.
Getting some warnings over here, man.
Serious. Are you getting threats?
Shout out to my girl Avi. Talking about watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth.
Wow.
Tell her she ain't heard nothing yet. Wait until we get to R&B. She gonna be cutting.
Hey, she waiting for you off in the cut, bro.
I know, right?
You got to be careful when you walk outside your house.
Yeah, man.
Darren, I think you next.
Okay. All right. So let's see. We got Tamela, Mary, and Kierra.
Yep.
Yes.
Who am I keeping?
Gotta say one.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna keep Tamela.
Oh, the People's Champ. Ooh. Come on. Keeping the People's Champ.
Ooh.
I'm gonna keep Tamela. She can take me to the king. That's all right.
All right. So same Tasha Cobbs. We got Mary, Kierra Sheard, and Tamela Mann, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going with Mary. Because when they came in, it just they changed it. I mean, gospel, the way it came out, played in my car with the windows down. My kids loved it. Yeah. She was in middle school or younger, and she loved bumping it when we were in the car. So I know when I heard somebody that was older than me says, I can't praise God with that type of music. That ain't gospel. I knew I was listening to the right stuff at that point.
Yeah.
So, Mary, but they did the same thing to Kurt Franklin. They did the same thing to Andre Crouch. So, Mary, I'm keeping. I'm saving.
Yeah. I think there were a handful of people who successfully carried over, transferred, served as a bridge to contemporary gospel music as it pertains to relevancy and entertainment. It's Kirk Franklin. Dare I say, Tone.
Yeah. Before he went crazy.
And you could throw Ty Tribbett in there early on.
Before never mind. I'll stop.
Yeah. I mean, you could go back to I want it all back. Everything you do for me, I want it. Right. And I think in that group of people who just kind of carried over, you got Fred Hammond, right? It was just this group of people who just carried over gospel music into this new era. And I think Mary was one of those people. It tickles out my feet so I can dance. Hey, just want to praise him. Just want to pray. Yeah. They even over the last few years, you don't love God. What's wrong with you? Hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they just tried. They tried to carry music. So I gotta say, just off GP and street cred, I gotta say Mary.
Yeah,
that'll work.
All right, round 3.
Ooh, this is it.
This is
the one.
Because now this is whoever you save means the other person gotta go. All right,
gotta go.
So for me on my list, I still got Kierra and Tamela. Okay.
Don't we all have the same?
Nope.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Darren already saved Tamela.
The People's Champ.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
The People's Champ.
All right. So for me, I'm gonna have to let her take me to the king, and I'm gonna save Tamela.
Yes.
You're gonna save Tamela.
Reason being,
why? Okay.
Reason being, Kierra's first album or first real project that I heard was a great club banger, if you will, right? Some great up-tempo tracks on it. The next one that she put out, I could tell she got saved on that one.
Right.
Because that one, she had a track that I was like, oh, you really had an encounter with God late in the midnight hour on that one.
Right.
However, and I was on the fence because I talked to my wife about this, and she was like, no, you need to go back and listen to Tamela's whole album. So I kind of did some speed listening through, and I was like, okay. So I was on the fence. I was going to save Kierra, throw Tamela away. However, on the strength of when I look at the 2 albums, because really, Kierra's first album, I don't really even count that. It was just like, to me, it was fluff. I think that...
Well, she's a kid.
Right. So it was a kid gospel album. if we can be honest. But I think when I look at what each one has to offer on the strength of the entire album versus I could really feel and sense that God was doing something in Kierra's life, I'm going to have to go with Tamela for the strength of that entire album.
You're saving Tamela.
I'm saving Tamela. I am sending Kierra back to hang out with the rest of the Clarks and the Sheards.
Okay.
And the Mosses. Don't forget
the Mosses. Yep, can't forget the Mosses.
Okay. I forgot about them.
Oh, that's a
man.
Family.
That's a whole other topic for Chop It Up that I don't know if we're brave enough to have.
Some stuff we just gotta leave in the past, man. You know what I'm
saying? Grace for grace.
Hey.
Boy.
All right. I'll go ahead and go next. So all I have left are Kierra and Mary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right. Honestly, I would. To me, this is kind of easy. I would have to keep Mary simply for body of work. Number one. Yeah. I definitely agree with Derek's observation of what they've contributed. They, in an era where no one was doing duets of any kind, they were able to make it work. You know. Then on top of that, them being actual sisters, and they can blow. Them chicks can sing. Like hearing them live.
Yeah,
I was blown away. I'm very impressed with their talent, but I'm also impressed with their fight to stay down to earth, to stay relevant and relatable. You know, they don't go beyond. They don't go beyond who they are to me.
Yeah.
And by that I mean they bring good music with a good message. They don't try to cram their own version of theology down your throat. Not that anybody that we're even talking about does that, but to me they've always stayed true to who they are with a lot of pressure and yet at the same time expand their sound, expand their reach, expand, let's experiment with some stuff. Let's try some stuff. Let's see if it worked, And so yeah, just based off body of work, I would have to keep them. So yeah, Kierra, love you, girl, but keep doing what you do. You'll get there.
And let me add this. I think that Mary turned out to be what we hoped Trinity 357 or whatever their name was.
Yeah.
We hoped they would be.
You're right. Trinity 357. Yeah.
Yeah. Mary was actually legit on that.
Yeah. Kind of like what we thought Minor Standard was going to be better than what they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, they were good though.
They were good singers, man, but they had horrible material.
You think so?
Yeah, they had a couple of things to me. This is just my personal opinion. They had a couple of songs. Ones that... Go ahead.
Was that them? What was that?
Now here's a very key point. While you're singing that comes to no mind. Nobody else is like, oh
here comes the rain.
Yeah,
because I'm not saying any words.
Yes, that's them.
Okay. Is that them?
Yeah, that's them.
Okay. I had a couple hits on that.
Right.
On that
exactly.
album.
Yeah,
exactly.
But we were expecting big things though from them. I mean,
right,
huge, like Mary type stuff. That's what we're expecting.
Yeah.
Very
they can blow. Don't get me wrong. They can sing. It's that whoever produced their albums, I'm not going to say trash. That's just wrong. But it wasn't the material wasn't a right fit for them.
Yeah.
They could have had somebody else writing or their own stuff, and it probably would have been better. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, the gospel Jodeci feel to them, like that raspiness, like the
right. Yeah.
Like that thing. Sorry about that. I didn't hijack the whole thing. Go ahead, sorry, my bad.
That's all right. All right, so I'm gonna keep mine short and sweet, man. I classify this person. This is me. It's my personal opinion, and I might get raked over the coals. I'm okay with that. I classify this person as a one-hit wonder. That's just me, even though technically they're not a one-hit wonder. So what I'm going to do is Miss Tamela Mann going to go up to hit up Tyler Perry Studios so you can go do something else other than making an album and get back on the TV shows and meet the Browns or whoever you need to do. And I'm keeping Miss Kierra.
Going with the next generation. Wow.
I think that that in this age of social media and the ability to take something that's very average and that's very that's not very deep and blast it, right? I think that makes people popular. That's what I think is happened. And so in the same way that Kierra probably would have just been another gospel singer 20 years ago, she would have been a young talent and not really have much impact. I think the same happens with Tamela. I think Tamela hit the scene not because she was a singer, it's because she was doing plays and productions and singing in those productions. Now, we all know at least 5 people right now that we could call up that have sung in a gospel play on some stage, right? It's like, Mama said she was sick in the hospital. What we gonna do? I don't know. Let's pray to God. God, and like we know about 5 or 10 people right now we can call that have done that. To me, that's Tamela. That's take
No!
We bring. I know 85 people right now that can sing that song just as well as Tamela did, and she has not come up with another quality mainstream product since then. With everything at her disposal, she's had one hit. I think Kierra, on the other end, I think as soon as she settles into who she is, she will become very seasoned, and I think she's going to come out with some really good stuff with the hope that she takes advantage of her name and the opportunity of mainstream broadcasting. I think that I'm keeping Kierra and I'm throwing Tamela. Now, here's the cool thing. I actually met Tamela. I met her. She was actually in Tulsa. Her daughter did a production at Poteet Theater down in St. Luke's. I actually met them, and they are really, really cool. But
you just throwing away.
I know 27 people. 27 people that can sing that song like that. And I think that's cool. She can go back to her home church and lead devotion with that.
Don't keep in mind one thing, just to kind of defend Tamela a little bit. Just keep in mind one thing. Number one, she was with Kirk Franklin and the family.
Yeah, singing backup
with her husband. With that whole, she got singled out from that. She joined with Tyler Perry as a result of that. Her and the husband. She gets singled out again. She keeps coming up to where there's something on her, whether you love her talent or not. There's something that she presents to the world that the world honestly can't get enough of. I just pulled up all of her songs, man. She's got a serious playlist that goes back to 2007.
And her husband, I think, did a love album too. Her and her husband just did an R&B love album.
Right. That makes it even worse. You guys are saying that like it's a attribute. That's not an attribute. So did TD Jakes.
So did Fred Hammond.
Hey,
so
did Fred Hammond, and that didn't go over very well.
Nobody's talking about it. It's okay. That's absolutely fine.
Wow.
She probably has a bunch of songs that nobody's heard of, and that's really cool. because she's putting them out and she's doing whatever she does.
All right.
So
hey, I'm gonna throw a different option out there then, since we got people defending Tamela Mann. So let me throw something else out
in the comment section. Or the 2 people on here?
No, the 2 people on here besides you.
All right.
So Tamela Mann or Vicky Yohe?
Ooh.
Okay. Are we? Vicky Yohe's she's got the one song, but she's got other ones. But
who'd you say?
Vicky Yohe.
Vicky Yohe.
Are we talking Facebook Vicky Yohe?
I hope not.
Hope not. We ain't talking about.
No, we're not.
That's a
Never-
whole other conversation.
Ooh, that's 2 sessions right there, bro. That's a
What song she sing?
Oh, Kevin was a song that made her famous.
I'm looking it up. Hold on.
I'll find it.
Educate me.
Oh, dude, we were in. I was in North
Because of
Carolina.
who you are.
Because of who you are is what she's famous for.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like that's like 20, 25 years ago, bro.
2003.
Yeah, 17 years ago.
Who you are, I give you glory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Listen,
That one.
I'll take Tamela over Vicky. I'm sorry, I'll still take Tamela over
That's
Vicky.
actually a banger. That actually goes hard.
It
People
does.
been singing that forever.
All right.
That's a good ensemble
Are you
choir
fact-
type of vibe.
You factor in the Facebook in that, Kevin?
No, I didn't factor it in, but if I factored it in, I'm definitely
He's like, definitely
taking Tamela.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right.
Man.
All right, fellas. Look, we got the gospel singers out the way.
Okay.
Right at 30 minutes.
Buckle
That'll
up.
work.
Buckle up. Put your hard hat on.
We better get some death threats.
It's about to get. We're about to really chop it up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right. So, just as I gave Vicky, or excuse me, not Vicky Winans, Cece Winans and Yolanda Adams a pass, put them in emeritus status. For this conversation, there's a lot of female R&B singers that we could go and talk about. But I am leaving Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey off the table. Okay?
Right. You should have put Mariah.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Hey man, don't be.
I debated on Mariah, but without Mariah, we wouldn't have, Don't They Know It's Christmas and all that fun stuff, right?
She's got the top selling Christmas album.
Yes, go pull up Mariah Carey's greatest hits album that was released in the early 2000s. Every single last one on there is banging.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
So,
I thought the same thing, but I'm like,
I'm just putting them in emeritus status because we've got a lot of ladies that we can talk about, right? Okay.
Okay.
Now, also, I wanted to make this a great conversation. So, our 4 ladies.
Oh gosh.
Mary J. Blige.
My stomach hurts already.
Beyonce.
Ooh. Okay.
Janet Jackson. Jill Scott.
What's the other group?
That's the
group.
That's it. That's the group.
Janet, Jill, Bay, and
Mary J. Blige. One gotta go.
And if they go, their whole
collection,
their whole catalog is gone.
Movies and everything.
To the left, to the left. To the left, to the left.
Man, I got folks on here throwing up the towel. They like, oh, I'm good.
Hey, people gonna be upset with me because I already know.
Listen, if they want to come out and hunt me in Phoenix, they can do that. They got to get through the heat first, so I'm good.
Jill Scott, Mary J, Beyonce,
and Janet.
And who was the other one?
Janet.
Oh!
And Janet.
Okay. I'm ready. I got it. And it was pretty easy. Now that I think about it.
All right.
I know. Got mine.
I'll go first. I'll take the first heat.
I'll take second.
My first save.
I'll take third.
Is Jilly from Philly.
Jill Scott, your first save?
My first save. Jilly from Philly.
Get a pass. All right.
Listen, find the track where she does Don't Worry You Got Me with the Roots live.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, she killed that.
And that was when she was an unknown.
Right.
That was literally her just in a club singing that for them.
Yep.
Sorry. Jill is my first save. And
all right.
And have y'all heard Crown Royal?
Who?
Crown Royal? Of course. Of course.
Of course. Of course.
Of course.
Oh, Jill Scott. Okay.
All right.
She on my playlist. It's a certain playlist, but she on there.
That's another reason she ain't going nowhere.
Let the married men speak.
Come on.
Well, hey,
because Tamela definitely ain't on that playlist.
No,
she not. She can't take me nowhere.
No, not on that playlist. Not that one. Not the two come one. Not that one.
No.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Tamela. You got to go to. All right, Terry, go, man. We only got 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
All right.
Kevin, hey, real quick, Kevin, you got a fan. My friend Avy from Texas. Shout out to my little sister Avy. She said, if I didn't already have a husband, I'd marry Kevin.
Hey, music taste. It's an important factor.
Hey.
That's good stuff.
Oh my God.
You got a fan.
He already taken it.
She good people. She good. Yeah, he take
Awesome.
it, but she trust me, she just good people. She loves it. Anyway, go ahead, Tori.
So for me, my first save is got to be Miss Rhythm Nation. That is my first save. Say it again.
I said Janet. That's all I said.
That's all you need. It's one name. It's Janet.
Janet.
That Rhythm Nation album to me was a masterpiece. I mean, how many tracks? 20, 21 tracks, 23, something like that. And just, I look at her Rhythm Nation album like I look at Michael Jackson's Thriller album.
Yeah.
Jimmy Jam changed the game. The whole full-length video movie that went along with Rhythm Nation. Janet for me is, and Amy and I, and this may be too much information, but that's all right. We're in the barbershop. We chopping it up right now.
Chop it up.
Janet was the one that if she showed up
and Janet was
at
on
my door, hey, baby, I'll be back. I love you.
Close the door. I got to.
Yeah, so Rhythm Nation, that album, that sealed it for me, man. And I saved Janet first go round. Oh, and that concert that she did in Hawaii when she brought Homeboy up on the stage and they strapped him to the table. Oh my goodness. It was bad. I said, baby, we can't watch this no more. She said, oh, come on. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, Janet went in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Straight away. Janet.
Yeah. We'll just leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that. That's all.
We'll leave it at that. Beyonce. I'm saving Beyonce. Enough said. Keep going.
What?
I don't even need to explain myself. I'm not even going to dignify this question. I'm not even
Beyonce. Come on, man. No explanation at all. You're just going to drop the mic and keep walking.
I mean,
you can't get out of here without an explanation, bro.
Well, I mean, Coachella hasn't been done before. You talk about the deal that she made. Not only allowed her to come away with the paycheck from Coachella, but she was able to turn it into a Netflix special, 2.5 hours. Highlighted HBCU, highlighted Black history, highlighted a band. She had over 100-person crew. She practiced for 8 months. She had her kid, she had a kid, and then came back a month after having her kid. Not only 3 pounds, I think it was, something like that, 62 pounds, something crazy. Coachella, it ended up being one of the biggest stages, one of the biggest paydays that they've ever had. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We can talk about #1 hits. We can talk about our combination with Beyonce. We can talk about the Beehive. We could talk, I mean, it just, from going from Destiny's Child to all the way to where she is now, man. She's a brand. It's Beyonce. It's Beyonce. Enough said.
The question went out: Have any of us seen Black is King yet? I haven't.
I haven't.
I have not.
I have not.
I guess that's homework. All right, AV. Okay. We got it.
I mean it's another industry barrier breaker. When you think about what she's doing, you know what I'm saying? She's not even making money from music anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I can tell you one song that solidified her in not only in my mind but my heart, right? When she came out with that like nobody who's the last time you heard real horns on a track that wasn't the Temptations or the Five Heartbeats? Like when was the last time that it wasn't big band that black musicians used brass that was real? I mean, like she's just doing stuff that nobody's doing. Like nobody's dancing like she is. Nobody is partnering like she is. Nobody's writing like she is. She's just a beast, man. She's a beast. She got a whole team around her. I don't want to act like she's doing it by herself, but she who we see. So, during that passage, you brother.
All right. Oh. Who we gonna say? Janet, Mary, Bay, or Jill?
Who you got, man? Who you saving first?
My first save. Y'all made this one hard. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all made this one hard.
What do you mean, y'all? This is all Kev,
Y'all made
man.
this one hard.
This ain't even that hard to me.
There's
no tear at the heart.
Tori, you got. Who'd you say?
He say Janet. You
say Janet, Jill, and Bay.
Beyonce.
So Mary's the only one left.
That
hasn't been saved.
Well, this is your list.
Later on.
This is your list.
No. I get it. Man, I'm gonna have to give a pass to Jilly off the top. I am, and the reason why is because don't get me wrong, to me all of them were groundbreaking. All of them have expanded R&B music in a way that was not expected.
Right.
They've been able to touch the world with their brand of music, just doing who they are. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. But to me, the one that has probably had that has been able to touch more genres than all of them is Jill. Jill has been able to honestly, she's been invited to more cross-cultural events as a guest artist, just for dignitaries, for you name it, man. For her to come out as neo soul and then to make the transitions that she's had, to land on the stages that she's had, to be invited to the places that she's had, I'm gonna hold off with Jill first.
All right, I ain't mad at you.
Most cross-cultural.
Yeah.
The number of stages.
When I say
the style of music.
When I say stages, I'm talking about the types of events that I've watched her get invited to.
Mm-hmm. To perform.
To perform.
It's the most diverse
that I've seen. Now again, this is my list that I've seen.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And the thing is, she didn't just bring Jill, she brought music to fit from Jill. She brought music to fit the event. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She didn't do Crown Royal for the president. She did go. You know what I'm saying?
She didn't do it.
Hey, did y'all hear Darian throw that jab out there real quick? Y'all didn't catch that, did you?
What he said?
Y'all hear that jab? He said, "This is my list."
Oh yeah.
I see.
Real quick jab.
Real quick jab. He's like, back up.
That's good. Okay. So we got two Jills, one Janet, one Bay. All right. Back to Kev.
So for me, my number 2, I'm saving Janet. For me, Rhythm Nation, Control, all of that. You got, and then the Janet album, all of those are just like classics to me that you can't do without. And I think that Janet, I think for in many respects, who she was got cut short a little because of the whole Justin Timberlake thing and all of that. I think that she kind of got blackballed because of that. But I think that Janet, and she got overshadowed a little by Michael, if we can be honest. But I think Janet, who she is, everything about her, she's saving, which means that on my list, I still have Mary J. and Beyonce.
Sorry.
All right, so who I'm going to say, and I look at this person just like I look at Music Soul Child. The diversity, something different. Just a mere talent. I'm not going to say not a lot of people know about Music Soul Child, but a lot of people do in certain circles. I love Music Soul Child.
Yeah.
143. I mean, all that.
Great writer too.
Yeah.
Incredible writer. So I look at Jill Scott the same way, mainly because of her breadth of talent and kind of what Darren was saying, the diversity that she's showing, and not just on just a single stage. Not saying that Beyonce and Mary J. Blige aren't, but for me, just from a musical standpoint, just to be able to sit there and listen, and when I'm really listening, I'm just like, and I just get in that groove. And for me, music is all about that. Am I in a groove? Is it taking me to a different place? Do I hear something in that change that makes you go, "Ooh, let me hear that again"? That's Jill Scott for me. I remember the first time I heard her, that's the way it was for me. That's the way Music Soul Child is for me.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not about hits with this save. It's not about popularity worldwide. It's about what it does when I listen to her music. It resonates with me. So for me, I'm going to save Jill Scott on this round for me.
So I had a friend who I went to middle school with, high school with, maintained friends with her throughout, still friends with her, talked to her last month. And I was talking to her about this particular person, and she said this person has a cult following, and this person speaks to a group of people that are just raw in their feelings and their emotions. And it's the people who probably can't sing worth a lick and really don't know music, but they just ride. Like, this person will get on stage, cannot dance, but she gonna like vibe with the crowd, and she's talking about women problems and girl struggles, and I thought you had my back and you didn't. I'm gonna be stronger anyway. And then to find out that this person is in the top 10 highest grossing selling women and R&B individual women.
Come on now. You preaching now,
Mary J.
boy.
Blige. I gotta say, Mary J. that has had a longevity of career for somehow the only two dips I can find in her career. The only two was her not being able to dance, and we could talk about her singing. You know, we can talk about that, but her ability to dance and that Dadgum Chicken commercial. Those are the only two things that I can think that were the dips in her career. That's the only two. Everything else has been super consistent, man. So I gotta say, Mary J. She gonna get I ain't talking with you anymore. Like, she just like has this like groove where you go clean, you can cook to her, you can road trip to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's just one of those people in the middle who can't really do nothing super great, but she's just consistent. Like, she's just sustainable. Like, and it's the homegirl that do nails and, you know, do her on the weekend, that play her in the shop. Like, Mary is just like she's just, for 30 years, she's just been in the game. And then, of course, you know, she used to ride, you know, with Biggie and them. So she got street cred. So anybody that's still rocking the gold too, that can sell records, you somebody in my book. I got to keep it in there. still got the gold tooth like it's popping.
Oh.
All right.
You got Darian.
Man, next pass, I'm gonna have to. Woo-wee.
It's getting thick.
You sweating? You sweating over there, man? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm gonna roll with Janet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Janet. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if we would have as impactful a Beyonce if we didn't have a Janet or a Mary J, for that matter. I think Janet probably was the groundbreaker on a lot of respects when it comes to the business of music, not just music, but the business of music, the impact that music can have. Because let's be honest, Janet doesn't have the strongest voice.
No.
Okay, and I remember I was having a conversation with a coworker about this. When they were asking me, was I a Janet fan? I said yes, but it wasn't about her singing.
Right.
She brings, to me, it was the same thing with her brother. They learned how to bring an entire package. And you talked about her being overshadowed a little bit by Michael. None of the rest of that family could even come close.
Nobody.
That is
true.
Except Janet.
Nobody was checking for Rebe.
Janet was able to still make a presence for herself, make a name for herself. She's still a one. She's not Janet Jackson. She's Janet, and she was Janet before Michael passed. So, and then you do her discography, man. She's contributed, and she's been contributing since she was a kid. So no, I'm gonna keep Janet.
Hey, LaToya made a name for herself, didn't she?
Well,
no.
Now,
That's a filmography.
Let's stick with the music. The musical contributions of
oh my goodness,
those beloved Jacksons.
All right.
Hey, Darren, I agree with you, man, because I think of that Rhythm Nation album. I think of the song Black Cat, bro. I think of that song just like I think of Beat It with Michael Jackson. I mean, heavy guitar. I mean, it hits hard, but I'm still in my dorm room thumping it when Black Cat comes on. It's heavy. I don't care. It sounds like a rock song, but it's amazing because her team around her, the production team, it was phenomenal. And so I see it the same way that album right there broke a whole lot of barriers, like what Thriller did with Michael Jackson. I mean, you got people that were on like Paul McCartney, different types of songs, and it brought in tons of people of different shades of different colors, and that's the way I see that album with Janet Jackson. Yeah. Mm-mm. Sorry, I had to throw my 2 cents.
That's okay. All right, I'm just getting ready. All right.
See that neck popping.
So you have saved Jill and Janet.
Right. So I got Mary.
You got Mary
and
J and Beyonce.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
That's who I got left.
All right. So
who's going? Are you going, Kev? All right, go ahead.
Oh shoot, I do too.
Yeah.
You're sticking to I know. That's what I'm like.
Oh snap.
All right.
What kind
So
of blasphemous?
I'm going to explain why.
Because no matter what you say, you're wrong.
How long will be wrong when it's our list, bro?
I'm explaining.
It is y'all list.
And
I'm ready to.
I'm lay it out.
Go ahead.
All right. So with Mary, you mentioned Derek. Mary spoke to folks. Her conviction in what she wrote and what she sang was storytelling. It was authentic. It was it connected with people on a level that I don't know that a lot of people have done. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll even say this: Mary, vocal questions are. I think sometimes she sings better drunk than she does sober. If I can be honest.
Yeah, and we're not questioning her vocal ability. Nobody.
I mean,
that.
So you got that.
You ain't wrong though.
On the flip side, and when I say this, you're gonna know how I'm leaning. On the flip side, I look at Beyonce as a Ralph Tresvant with great marketing.
Oh, what?
I don't even know who that is.
Ralph Tresvant with great marketing.
New Edition.
Who is that?
New Edition.
New Edition.
All right.
Oh wow.
The lead singer. Y'all know I think things through, right?
The lead singer from New Edition?
Yes. So
Right.
I am cutting
Okay,
Beyonce. I'm saving Mary. And here's why. And I know I got the Bayhive, whatever, coming after me. It's okay. All right.
Oh, wow.
Was Beyonce
Ralph Tresvant.
Was Beyonce one of the best? Really the best singer out of Destiny's Child? Absolutely,
Yeah.
no question about it. Right. Same way, Ralph Tresvant was the best singer out of New Edition before Johnny Gill came along. Okay.
Okay.
Before Johnny Gill came along. Okay. Now, y'all laughing, Derek. You confused. It's okay.
No, I'm laughing at Derek. I'm laughing at Derek's face.
I'm waiting. I'm trying to figure out what he's gonna say is gonna make sense to me.
Because here's the thing: at the time that Beyonce is making her push outside of Destiny's Child, you had other strong, qualified ladies that were out there as well. A. Marie is one that comes to mind off the top. Okay, the only reason that Beyonce got the big push that she did was connecting with Jay-Z. Remember, her first track with him, if I'm correct, wasn't her first track Bonnie and Clyde? Wasn't that really the first one that pushed her out solo? And then the whole Crazy in Love. So all of that was happening around the same time. Crazy in Love, Bonnie and Clyde, all of that's happening at the same time. Jay-Z is the hottest rapper in the game, and now he's connected with Beyonce, who is, yes, arguably the lead female vocal as far as R&B. However, I think that a lot of that has to do with more marketing than who she is or her. I'm not saying she can't sing, but as far as what resonates with me, I'm sorry. Doesn't do it for me.
Oh, we can eliminate that, and we can. Okay.
Oh.
So when I'm looking at who resonates with me as a man, I'm sorry. I listen to Beyonce as I'm driving because it's on, but I'm not checking for a Beyonce album. I'm not, especially when we got, what was her remake of Before I Let Go? Trash. Okay. Before I Let Go.
I like that song.
Huh?
I like that song.
I did too.
It was trash. Sorry. Trash. Does she have songs with good beats? Absolutely. However, there's nothing that I can say resonates with me as a man that I'm sitting there saying, get in formation. That's just me. So.
All right. Wow. Okay. No. Beyonce. Now she's gone forever. Like nothing she's done. She's out. She is okay.
All the single ladies doesn't speak to me.
That track is banging though.
It bangs.
But I can live without it.
Banging.
I've lived the last 5-6 years without hearing it, and I'm good. I have yet to go back and be like, look, here's my Beyonce playlist. What's on Beyonce's playlist? I don't have one. Janet's on my playlist.
I got about
Jill's on my playlist. Mary J's on my playlist. So Beyonce, to the left, to the left.
All right.
All right. So I'm not even going to hold out any suspense on this one. I'm just going to pull the tape off, and I'm going to pull the tape off by saying this. Kev, there is a reason why we've been friends for so long. There's a reason. Because you literally just took my whole argument. If I look at my playlist right now, I don't have anything by Beyonce saved or even in my searches at all. I'm not saying that she's not great. I'm not saying that she's not talented. She's uber talented. But, and I'm going to use the same word that I used before with Jill Scott. Mary J resonates with me. There's no disrespect to Beyonce at all. I don't even have an itch to listen to any of her songs unless it's the Dreamgirls soundtrack. And then I'm not even listening to her. I'm listening to Jennifer Hudson because she killed that song.
I hate Jennifer Hudson.
Hate? You said hate. Hate?
I would throw Jennifer Hudson's whole entire life of work over the Grand Canyon Bridge.
Oh
my!
Wow.
That's a whole different conversation.
Tell you.
What? Boy,
if it was toilet paper, I would wipe with all her music.
Wow. Just wow. Okay.
Chop it up.
Well, you had
Off the
you
top.
had no
Off the dome.
Hey.
with that whatsoever. All right,
Yeah.
so for me, we're gonna come back to that later. So I'm gonna go into but that's a whole nother conversation right there. Somebody hurt you deep with Jennifer Hudson some way somehow, but
Who hurt you?
You got some unhealed trauma
Who
somehow.
hurt you?
Right.
But I think about Mary J, and I think about Mary J for another reason. I remember the first time that Amy ever heard Mary J. Blige. And y'all know Amy, born in Anadarko, Oklahoma, as pale as all get out, had never heard of Mary J. Blige ever in her life. And she saw her, we're watching some TV show, she's like, who is that? Fell in love with her, got albums, listened to her story, and I think either Darian or Kev talked about that, about just her story in general, and that drew Amy to her, and she loved Mary J. Blige. And I was glad because guess what? I did too. So that's another part of it because I saw how someone that didn't grow up to listening to R&B whatsoever was drawn to this person because of what she saw and how she resonated with her. And that was that piece that Darian was talking about, but being able just to meet people and you see her, you groove and you feel something. It feels raw, but it feels real. And a lot of times that's what I want. I want to see realness. I want to see, that's why I don't watch American Idol anymore, because I want to see people that are real and raw. I want to see people that are going to give me their all. And so, not saying Beyonce doesn't, but for me, it's Mary J. Blige. I can right now just say, if I don't hear another Beyonce song, old or new, for the rest of my life, I'm okay. Because she doesn't resonate with me. Has nothing to do with her talent, has nothing to do with what she's done outside of music. All those things are fantastic. I will never take away any of that. But when it comes to me and what I'm going to we're talking about just listening to, it's going to be Mary J. Blige for me, and Queen B's got to go.
Mary J. is that authentic homegirl that you know. Beyonce is that stuck-up bougie girl who you know her family got roaches.
Roaches.
Respectful. Oh my
Dang.
Let's not act like Beyonce is like that's a hood name. You know that's a hood name.
Kev.
She from Houston. She from Houston. That's real.
How you throwing haymakers like that, man? Just wow.
That's absolutely.
Hey, you know that Illuminati coming after you now. You know that, right?
Hey.
If Beyonce got roaches, Mary J definitely has roaches.
But Mary J authentic about it. She gonna sing about roaches and say no more drama, no more raid, whatever.
She will sing about it.
She's gonna tell you that she is. I can appreciate the authenticity.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
So first of all, this whole conversation is overshadowed. My measly just got Janet Jackson finalist over here. I will say, and I'm going to tell you my answer, but I will say, I am a very big fantasy guy, right? Like when I think of entertainment, I love Star Trek. Right, I've seen every Star Trek Next Generation episode. Jean-Luc Picard, number 2, William Riker, Geordi. Like I got all, like that's my jam. I've seen every episode. I've watched all the way through twice. I've seen that. I love Avatar. I love Lord of the Rings. I love The Hobbit. Right, I love these places where you escape. Mary J is somebody that, to me, when you feel like you're trying to escape, she bring you back, and she's like, no. You thought she was healed? No, we still broken. We still. Go get your drink, go put in your dress, and act like how you feel. That's Mary J. You will not escape this depression. You will not escape this. Don't go get your teeth fixed. Cover it up with a gold tooth, right? She's still walking around with unpainted toenails. She's not laying down her baby edges. She's doing chicken commercials. This is not gonna let you escape the hood. Mary J is gonna always remind you where you from. She gonna be that that auntie that compliment you with the tobacco compliment. Oh, I see you with a car that run. See that auntie? Oh, I see you with the Honda Accord, big time, with your big face. Look at your big head, successful big head self. Okay, I remember when you didn't brush your teeth. To me, that's Mary J. The reason I love Beyonce is because she entertains you, like she pulls you away to a place that to me is not something that you live every single day. So if I go to the club, I'm not trying to be reminded I'm broke. Is spit around, feet in the air. She trying to crazy in love. She like, who run the world? Girls. She hitting you with the partition. Driver, roll up the partition, please. Like she's putting you in a place that you would probably never ever live in because you're not Beyonce, but it pulls you into this fantasy world. And I think that's why people love who she is. Outside of being arguably, since Whitney died, one of the top 3 female R&B vocalists currently, not counting Whitney, because Whitney killing the game. Like we know, top performer in the industry right now. That's my Beyonce spiel. Is she talking about something? Nah. Every now and again, she'll give you, if I was a boy. She'll give you that every now and again. But for the most part, she's taking you to she's escaping. She's pulling you away from this stuff. Nobody is telling a man to the left. They're not doing that. That's not a real situation.
Wait. You telling me that ain't never happened there, bro?
I'm saying that is not normal. That is not normal.
She has made it normal. She's made it normal. Her anthem.
The average person.
She has given voice to all the craziness that some people want to do. Well,
but
Beyonce
they don't do it. I'm telling you, they don't do it.
You know how many times I've heard of dudes' Xboxes getting smashed, games getting thrown away, clothes getting thrown out, Air Force Ones being poured with gas. I mean, you know how many times I've heard that stuff?
We can't attribute that to Beyonce. That's women being fed up with misogyny and patriarchy.
Hey,
you can't get that to Beyonce.
Actually, you could probably get that to Mary J quicker than you could get that to Beyonce.
Thank you. Mary J. He ain't nothing. He's so sorry. Go burn up his car. Mary J. Go ahead and key it. Take my back, girl. He ain't going far. That's Mary J. God. Anyhow, back to my decision. And y'all can hit me later with it. I'm down to Jill Scott. I know, I wrap it up. I'm down to Jill Scott and I'm down to Janet. Jill Scott and Janet. I'll segue into my decision with this story. You know, I love stories. Listen, I remember when Britney Spears came onto the scene.
Why are we talking about Britney Spears, man? What in the world? Why should you put this conversation?
This brother going around the planet.
You going around the corner to go next door?
Get next door. I remember when Britney Spears came on and she hit the scene like pop. Her, Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake. They came out of the little Disney thing and they hit it hard. Like she was in I wanna end. She had this whole joint that she was doing that was very popish. And I thought to myself, man, that's Madonna. That's Madonna. Like Madonna, if you gave her a piano and a mic, she's gonna suck.
Right.
Madonna's gonna suck. But she's a performer and she dresses and she does. And I thought of Madonna and I was like, that's Janet. Uh-oh. Now, keep in mind, I'm a Janet fan, but I'm also a singer. And Janet cannot sing.
What?
Janet Jackson would not get the church solo. Janet would not be allowed to sing.
And Mary J will?
You know there's a lot of Mary J's in churches.
She would get it quicker.
Mary J would get
it. Listen. Janet cannot sing.
Wow.
What Janet is, she is an icon for the age, is what she is. She was doing stuff, mixing genres, rock, pop, hip hop, rap, dance, fashion. She was doing stuff that black women at the time were not doing. And for that, I gotta say Jill Scott. Because I'm a singer and I love it. I feel it in my toes. When Jill Scott get on that mic and she started humming and she started, them vocal cords start vibrating and she get in her element and she starts running and wooing and bringing your boy in, I'm like, sing to me, Jill. Sing to me, Jill. Now, Tari, in the same way that my heart dropped and I almost cried and I took it personally.
Just wait on him. Just wait on him.
Every night before I went to bed, I played this song. Come on, man. You can't sing on this album right here? Come on now.
Bro,
listen. She can sing to sleep every night if she wanted to. Come back to me. I'm begging you, please.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Yes, I hear you. What I also hear is anytime,
hold on,
in any place. She can't sing, bro. She cannot sing. She is not section leader in the choir. She's not singing happy birthday at the restaurant party.
What?
She's not. Janet cannot sing.
Oh my God. Okay.
She is the Madonna of the 80s, early 90s.
Wow.
Entertainer.
Wow.
Entertainer. Hands down, she cannot sing. And since this is a singer's list, I gotta say Jill Scott.
This is not a singer's list because we said Mary J ain't a singer. This is not a singer's list.
But we're talking about Mary J reaching a population.
But that's not what you said, though. You said this is a singer's list. And if this is
I'm telling you why I say that.
Mary J got to go.
Mary J makes it before Janet does.
Mary J can sing with some, depending on what she got in her cup.
On the singles list. On the singles list. You take the cat suits off, you take the gold toots out, you put them both on the mic. Who I'm taking every single day? Mary J.
Because she's going to resonate with it, but that don't mean that she can sing.
I'm not even talking about personally and emotionally. I'm talking about just flat out on pitch.
Wow.
No EQ.
Wow.
Pitch. Here we go.
So you're saying she straight auto-tuned her whole career. That's pretty much what you're saying.
I'm telling you, we was gorilla dust. We was hypnotized by the cat suit. That's what I'm saying.
Oh. Wow.
Any place.
All right, D, go ahead.
4,
all right.
3, 2, 1.
Sorry.
No love. No love.
Sorry. Go ahead.
All right.
What you got, Darren?
My last two, Beyonce and Mary J.
Right.
I'm going with Bey.
We saving her?
I'm saving Bey. I'm saving Beyonce.
Hard choice, man.
Actually,
it
wasn't, and I'm gonna tell you, a lot of it is because I agree with Derek. Actually, I have gone back to Beyonce songs. Now they're not in my playlist, but every once in a while I want to hear those tracks. I want to hear those songs. I don't have anything of Mary J. I don't go to anything of Mary J. Mary J depresses me. Real talk. She reminds me of my errors and my mistakes. I'm good.
Errors,
man. I'm good. I've been redeemed, man. I don't need a reminder. If God is not bringing my stuff back,
why should Mary J?
have? I'm just saying, nah. Take me. Yeah, I'm like, take me somewhere where I feel like it's bigger than me, and that's what Beyonce provides. No matter how she got there, she provides the feeling of what I'm a part of right now is bigger than me. When you selling out Arlington Stadium with 100,000 people, it's Beyonce, but it's also 100,000 people. Who else can pull that off in this era?
Kevin Hart.
K-pop bands.
Okay. Yo, them K-pops, they.
I'm with you, but they ain't gonna pull them here. Who's pulling them here that I'm gonna
Kevin
get?
Hart, Dave Chappelle.
K-pop bands.
What female R&B artist is filling 100,000 people stadium?
None, because all of them work for Beyonce's marketing team.
And they're doing a great job.
They are.
Doing a great job.
Now the other thing that
they marketing team that keeps churches in business.
Ooh,
Church's chicken.
Like at that point you don't even know. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Moving right along.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but the other thing I was going to throw out about Beyonce, one of the things that has impressed me, not that she has to, and she hasn't gone overboard with it. She's still, to me, as aloof as any other star of her caliber, except she's shown up in more places for regular folks than I've seen any star of her caliber show up just to be around the fans than I've seen in a long, long time. She will show up at high schools when they're doing her routine or whatever, running in and do the routine with them, and the place goes bananas. She does the thing and then she leaves. She hugs a couple of them and she bounces, she waves and she's leaving.
Right.
Yeah.
To me, that type of stuff, genuine or fake, doesn't really matter. It still touches people's hearts. It still makes them feel like you're connectable. I just appreciate the vibe she brings to the table. I said, Mary J depresses me, man. I think she's talented, contributed so much to what R&B is in America right now. I will never take that from her. To me, she deserves a place in the Hall of Fame as far as R&B.
Annals.
Yeah, just in general, just in history. But if I gotta choose who I'm gonna listen to, it's not. Mary J got me looking for a pill bottle. I'm good.
It's my nighttime. Tone in there. Let me sleep this off.
Oh, where my CBD is?
Right. One of my favorite YouTube clips is Beyonce supporting her fans in the hospital and singing Halo, and it's just her and 3 chicks and a guitar player singing Halo. And I think that's something that even if, like you said, whether it's real or it's fake, man, that makes people feel seen and valued. It humanizes the pop star, the celebrity, and I think that's really cool. Kevin Hart, he does that well. Dave Chappelle does that well, just popping up places. Trevor Noah does it well.
Yeah.
You think about these people that are just human, that just pops up and hang out with people. Like, I think that's really cool.
I like Trevor Noah, man. I like Trevor Noah a lot.
So we got rid of Beyonce. We got rid of Mary J. Blige. We got rid of Janet Jackson. And
everybody keeping Jill.
But everybody kept Jill.
Everybody kept Jill. Oh, I was like, what's that? Real love.
All right, fellas.
Hey, but keep in mind, she's searching. She ain't found it. She's searching for a real love. She ain't found it. She's searching. All this time, she's still searching.
Has Beyonce found it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she found it. In fact, she's crazy.
After Solange be some sense into him, yes.
Oh no, that's. I mean, you got $1 billion in the elevator. Sometimes it happens when it's $1 billion in the elevator. Sometimes stuff go down when it's $1 billion in the elevator. Come on.
All right, fellas, we're a little over the hour, but it's been a great conversation. We have been chopping it up. One got to go. We have decided that, let me just remember, for some of us, Tamela is gone. For others, Kierra is gone. For some of us, Beyonce is gone. And others, Mary is gone.
Mm-hmm. And Janet.
And Janet.
Wait a minute, Derek, you kicked Janet to the curb?
No, I kept Janet.
I kicked Janet to the curb.
Derek, yeah.
Derek. That's what I said, Derek.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I kicked Janet to the curb.
He kicked it to the curb.
Jail, man.
Derek, we used to be friends, bro.
Yeah, bro, you don't even know Janet. Janet don't even like you, man.
Beyonce, she don't like you.
Yes, she did. She said we kicking at 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven?
7 twice. Hit it in the air. Doing side to side, smack it in the air.
All right, fellas. Look,
Shut it down.
It's been a great conversation. We will see you next Tuesday here on Chop It Up. Again, it's on YouTube. If you'll look for my YouTube channel, Kevin Crawley, some of the previous ones are on there as well. So make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all of those fun things. Have a great one. We'll see you next time.
Peace.